4 Republican National Convention attendees test positive for coronavirus, officials say. 4 so far. After watching that festival of denial last night, we're going to see lots more cases. Everybody is going to catch this thing eventually. WH official. The GOP is simply trying to get it over with quickly. What could go wrong? Thoughts and prayers. It is what it is. It'll disappear like a miracle in April. It's completely under control. Maybe you should inject disinfectant. I guess this wasn't a cautionary enough tale. https://www. npr.org/section/coronavirus live update/2020/08/24/9054946669/53 coronavirus cases reportedly linked to main wedding reception. https://www. npr.org/section/coronavirus live update/2020/08/24/9054946669/53 coronavirus cases reportedly linked to main wedding reception. A Maine CDC spokesperson told the Press Herald that of the 53 cases linked to the wedding reception this month, 13 were secondary and 10 were tertiary. The paper also says that those affected range in age from 4 to 98 years old. A woman who did not attend the reception died on Friday after contracting COVID-19 from a person who did attend the event, health authorities said. They did not identify her, nor the guest she came into contact with, the paper reports. The Maine CDC didn't immediately respond to NPR's request for comment. Edit. Per comments from other user they are over a 100 now. https://bangordailynews.com/2020/08/25/news/penobscot/Millinocketaria wedding causes outbreaks at Madison Nursing Home York County Jail/ https://bangordailynews. com/2020/08/25/news/penobscot/Millinocketaria wedding causes outbreaks at Madison Nursing Home York County Jail/ a super spreader event. The number is people who attended this event and will be dead from COVID in 40 days is greater than 0. In the wise words of George Carlin, good, fuck 'em. I thought it was a liberal hoax until I got it. Fucking assholes. Yes, the entire world is pulling a prank on the Republican Party. Heed the tale of Herman Cain, whose lust for power could not be tamed. Followed the legion of the vain. Preached the gospel of the insane. Sickness and death, it was all a game. Another chance to boost his fame. Then one day he was asked to lay inside a ditch to make a pitch for the devil's wish. He did his bidding, smiled and waved. And what thanks did he get for what he ultimately gave? Today they still tweet from his grave. And plenty more to come, because, you know, packing people in tight, capped off by singing sympathy. Not feeling a lot of it right now. It's one guy, representing Eastern Oklahoma or whatever, we've got it under control. Stop testing so much. My money is on Rudy or Wilbur Ross being the Herman Cain of last night's events a month from now. COVID had a wonderful time, Trump. Tremendously stupid. Every time stupid people have parties I can only see a man in a skeleton mask and a ragged suit of red velvet drifting through the crowd, brushing shoulders with every attendant but not being acknowledged. He is the party crasher that no amount of security can keep out and no bouncer can eject. It is what it is. Death cult, I really don't care. Do you? I was listening to the RNC on YouTube at work, so I wasn't getting a feel for a lot of the optics. About 10 minutes into Ivanka's speech I checked the screen, the camera pulled out, and I saw the scope of how many people were in attendance and I literally said holy shit. It's insane how many people aren't taking the pandemic seriously. Within that crowd I saw 2 people with masks. The next 2 weeks are gonna be a shittier shit show for the GOP. I guess they shouldn't have paraded around maskless talking about coronavirus in the past tense. Did COVID have to show ID to attend? My betting money was on attendees having to sign an agreement to not get tested for 2 weeks after the convention, but I guess I was wrong. *4 now. *4 Republican National Convention attendees test positive for coronavirus. For now, I, for one, am shocked. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And so it begins. 4 attendees at the NC part of the delegate meeting. Not from the gross display of jingoism from last night. During Trump's speech last night, I only saw one person wearing a mask when they had shots of the audience. One in a crowd of 1,000 people who were not maintaining social distancing. Was like something out of Edgar Allan Poe's The Mask of the Red Death come to life. Removed. They all volunteered as tribute, so obviously people were told or implicitly pressured to not wear masks at the convention, which is incredibly stupid, arrogant in an out-of-touch way, and just another example of piss-poor leadership. You can't fix stupid even with duct tape. Ignorance is strength. Republican Party is the coronavirus party. Already. When were the tests administered? If before, yikes. There it is. This madman is getting his own supporters sick. Lying about it? Then pretending their deaths are because of Biden and Democrats. There is no bottom. So it's a suicide cult now. These people are fucking lepers. Fuck 'em. The Republican Party is a death cult. It's pretty hard to argue otherwise. A friend of mine's son is a Trump campaign worker. Anytime her son is anywhere near Trump, he's been tested for the virus. Trump was standing far away from the crowd and told them no one needs to be tested prior to his speech. He didn't care if they got sick. Well, 1,500 ppl on the South Lawn packed and not wearing masks. Idiots. This is why I very much understand why those selfish pricks were flipped off and yelled at as they left the convention. They do not give a shit about anyone except themselves. Complete disregard for the people they could spread this virus to. Being a spooky ghost, being a spooky ghost. People talk about being a spooky ghost. Many smart people, okay. Smart people with amazing brains, and good genes, who dress nicely. Look, having the China virus, I am going to be a spooky ghost. Nobody is going to be a spooky ghost more bigly ugilier than me, nobody, believe me folks. Look, Casper, he's a spooky ghost, but many people, many people tell me he is a bad hombre, just like Sleepy Joe, who is not a spooky ghost, but no one knows where he was during the JFK assassination. I'm sure his 30,000 missing emails from 1963 would be interesting, and I bet Russia would love go get on that. Russia, if you're listening, if you can find those emails too, I bet that you would be rewarded tremendously. Believe me folks. It's about to blow up within a couple weeks. Please someone tell me how Donnie has managed to evade the virus over and over when it's constantly in his circle. If Trump gets it, I won't be sad. Republicans do a better job of actually killing themselves than the liberals they say are always coming to kill them. Edit. If you are going to be an offended Republican, at least you can have the balls to say why you are downvoting me, lol. How many were tested? How come the most evil is always spared? This is like Looney Tunes. Some lessons need to be learned the hard way. I hope they all get infected with a fake virus. Maybe open their eyes a bit. This is what you call a start. Gonna die for your king to own the libs. Keep it up. I'll save my pity for those who actually try to act in good faith. For these fools I only feel ambivalence. Alive, dead, permanently afflicted? Whatever. So what will happen if Trump suddenly develops symptoms on national TV? Does a nominee becomes ineligible if he falls ill? Stop testing and they would have been fine. 300 IQ. 4 more cases. 4 more cases. That's what they chanted at the RNC, right? Couldn't we just skip the middleman and go straight to the throwing into volcanoes for the sun god? Trump not getting COVID is like the failed assassination attempts against Hitler. So it looks like Rona was invited to the convention. My bar for these people is so incredibly low at this point that I'm almost impressed anyone was tested at all. I saw this and started dying laughing.